Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you're having a great weekend. I told you I'd stop in for a quick video to give all of you a few tips in case you have really crappy equipment, yet you want to produce videos for YouTube. So here are a few tips to help you out. As you can see right here, this is my equipment. I use an old crappy cell phone. I don't use the one I currently use because if any notifications come through, it ruins your recording. Now you can still set it so it's in airplane mode in case you only have one cell phone. That way you can use your cell phone and not have the notifications screw you up. You can see on the right, that is the tablet where I read my stories from. It has a shattered screen now, as I'm sure you can see, which is amazing. That's why I miss a few letters when I'm narrating my stories, is sometimes they fall right on one of those cracks and it's hard to see. And here are some of the specs for the current PC I'm using to do all my editing on. As you can tell, I don't have the greatest equipment, yet if you have determination, you can still get quality videos out there, and I'm about to tell you how. So I told you this will be a short, quick video. I have a lot of recording to do this weekend, but I wanted to help a lot of you out since you did say I was your inspiration for starting videos, and I know how it is to be a struggling YouTube channel. So I hope these help you out. And if they do, don't forget to leave a like. Now I know there's a lot of you out there that want to do video game videos, and if that's the case, you're going to need a capture card. Some of the newer consoles have them built in. Here's a cheaper capture card that I used to use. It's a lot better than the USB ones that don't do HD. I think I paid $45 for this one, and it's a Roxio Game Capture HD. It does let you record in 1080p. Now you're going to need a PC that can run the software for it, which mine currently can't. But once you actually have your video game footage, you can follow every other thing I say in this video, because adding the audio, editing, all of that's going to be the same once you get your video gameplay. So the biggest thing you're going to want to do when recording your audio to put over any of your videos, find a very quiet place. Where I am currently is I'm in the corner of one of my rooms and I have blankets lining the wall with a blanket draped over me. So that way it'll help kill the sound a little bit so you don't have a lot of echoes. The next thing is, I highly recommend you record at night, depending on where you live. Currently I live on a back road, but the traffic gets crazy sometimes. So all of my recording needs to be done after 8 p.m. and before 4 a.m. This may vary depending on where you're from, but you always want to make sure you turn off your air conditioner, any appliances that you might hear in the background. Make sure you eat because your stomach growling will mess up your recording as well. And make sure you have a lot of water handy. When you're narrating, you're going to need a lot of water and it will change the tone of your voice. So every couple paragraphs or so, take a break, take a sip of water, let your mouth get lubed up again, and then proceed with your narration. Now with the PC I have, I can't use any good editors, but thankfully it came with Windows Movie Maker, and that's what I use to do all of my videos. Some of you may have a better editing program, which I do as well. I just don't have a computer that will support it. Out in case you don't have anything nice. So once you're in Windows Movie Maker, you can find a tutorial on this to bring you more in depth. You're only going to be able to add one audio track at a time, hence the reason I have to convert multiple times. Add your video up top, add your narration down below. Once you're done with that, convert it out, bring that video back in, add your audio, your music, or whatever you want in there, and make sure it doesn't overpower itself. Then you'll convert it again. Hopefully if everything's right, you're done and you have a video. Now whatever genre you're in, you're going to have different techniques that'll help you grow your channel. If you're in gaming, you're going to have a very hard time growing your channel due to the fact that it's very super saturated currently. Everyone with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One has a built-in capture card, so you're talking millions of people that are trying to find their way on YouTube, which means you're going to be a very hard channel to find. The best way I can recommend getting your channel found would be to have awesome gameplay. Share that with some of your favorite channels. There's Stone Mountain 64, Big Mooney 06, I think even Chaboy, as well as Neebs Gaming. A lot of them do top plays. If you can get featured on there, now your channel has a little notoriety. Now you're going to have to maintain some top-notch gameplay to stay in this market. You're also really going to have a strong personality because it's not just the gameplay everyone's looking at, they want to be able to relate to you. And building that relationship is going to take time. Essentially every genre you go into, you're going to have to build that relationship with your viewers. That's what's going to help your channel stand out as well as grow. You also really need to try to keep your viewers active. As I'm sure you noticed in my last video, I asked a lot of people to dislike it. Not only is it a nice twist and keeps everyone laughing, but it also brought my interaction through the roof. If you look, I have less than 20,000 views on that video, yet I have over 3,000 likes or dislikes, which is awesome. I can look at my other videos, and even the ones I have 160,000 plus views on, I don't have that much activity on there. So even though it's dislikes, it is still activity, which Google pays attention to. So don't be afraid to mix it up, ask for some dislikes, and separate yourself from the pack. Not everything's about likes and dislikes, it's about getting everyone engaged in your content. Now do not overdo this. You will use your likes to dislike ratio to judge which videos hit better with your audience. So if you ask everyone to dislike, you're never going to get an accurate way to judge which videos are a hit with your fans and which ones aren't. So make sure it's very, very rare that you ever do that. Now if you're trying to do YouTube strictly for the money, you're not going to last very long. I did videos for 2 years and had 118 subscribers. Yet, I very much enjoyed putting them out because even the couple views I got, I really love to hear people's feedback as well as get to know the people. That is why you need to start a YouTube. You want to have a message you're trying to send or just try to get to know everyone, but you're really going to want to love making content. A channel doesn't just go straight up. Mine had a big boost, went way down, went up a little more, went back down, now it's going up again. You're gonna have to ride through these dips. That is the hardest thing. If you're strictly doing this for the money, you might as well save yourself the time because you're probably not going to last very long. Another big tip that helped me out when I was starting was actually given to me by Lazy Masquerade and B-Busta, and I took this tip to heart and it has really helped my channel. Their tip was to remain consistent. If you look, since I've started these videos, there's probably a handful of days that I've missed, which is awesome considering I was doing it while working full time. Just know if you're working full time and doing YouTube full time, you're not going to get much sleep, so don't plan on it. I think I was getting 2 to 3 hours a night of sleep the entire time I was working full time. Another big tip that'll help you get views even if you're not getting that traffic would be to go to a video that's the same genre, go through the comments and try to see the people that are there frequently. Send them a private message. Be very nice, let them know that you're a newer channel, you're really trying to find your way, and you could use some great feedback and you notice they like that type of videos. 9 times out of 10 the person's going to be really nice, especially if you're nice to them, and they will go check out your video, leave a like, as well as some feedback. Now that you've got some feedback, implement it. You aren't just doing this for you. You do want your subscribers to feel as if they've contributed to the channel as well. So don't shut them down. Let them know you really value their feedback and the fact that they watched your video. I highly recommend you don't go spam someone's channel. I made that mistake years ago and I actually got banned from one of my favorite channels. I've since been able to contact him, apologize, and see the error of my ways. You might get 1 or 2 viewers from it, but the attention you get from it is going to be mostly negative because you're really not supposed to troll. It's something a lot of people have to learn, so just save yourself the headache and try to private message people. It works a lot better. Also, if you've tried a genre for a certain amount of time and it feels like you're getting nowhere, don't be afraid to search around and see what might better suit you. I tried video gaming for a couple years as I stated, and nothing happened, so I moved on to wacky worldwide news, gave that a few tries. I didn't enjoy that as much as I normally would. I mean, it was fun, but I couldn't keep myself going on it. I kinda stumbled across doing scary story narrations, so I got very fortunate that I have a few different genres that I do love. So don't be afraid to experiment and see if you don't fit in one genre, if you fit in another, because that very well could be the case. After you've edited all your videos and you have it converted, Make sure you listen to it a time or two, and make sure all your audio lines up with your visuals, and make sure that no words have been cut out or you haven't messed up on anything too badly. Minor mistakes are usually okay, but just know you are going to get critiqued about everything. That's the perks of YouTube. Get used to it. Be prepared to do a lot of research. I have spent hundreds of hours researching YouTube. A very good channel to get some tips from would be Video Creators. He is a YouTube certified channel and he's a really cool dude. His name is Tim Schmoyer. I'll have a link in the description. I highly recommend you go check his channel out because he even gives you tips to help your channel grow, even ones he might have screwed up on. Also, a big thing is to stay active. Write comments on a lot of videos. You don't have to pimp yours out all the time. Let people know that you really enjoy their video and you're striving to get quality such as theirs. Without saying that you want people to go watch your video, find a light way to bring up that you also do YouTube videos. Me personally, I won't delete someone's comment if they say, "Your maker, you've done a great video. You've really inspired me to start my own videos. Thank you." Don't put a link to your video because at that point someone can just hover above your name and check out your videos if they are interested. So you're technically not spamming. You're showing support, but at the same time letting people know, hey, I'm a channel too, guys. Take your time when recording. Don't be afraid to take a break whenever you get frustrated, because it will happen. Between traffic, your stomach growling, your throat letting out weird little sounds, or even you just getting tongue-tied. Tongue-tied, as you can see, it happens. Although I'm not going to re-edit this because, as I said, it's a short video. So yes, make sure you take your time. Don't be afraid to take breaks. It's really going to help you out in the long run. People can hear your voice, especially if they already know what your voice is supposed to sound like. My wife can tell every time I'm frustrated, just by listening to the recordings that I haven't redone. YouTube is also going to be your best friend. If you ever have any questions, type it into the search bar. More likely than not, someone else has already had that question, and there's probably already a video out that will explain it better. I have one more pretty big tip for everyone trying to do their voiceovers as well, before I end this video. This is one not a lot of people even tell you, but I've noticed, once you start reading a paragraph, if you mess up, I would always restart the entire paragraph, which would add a lot of time to your recording. Since then, I've come across the tip that actually helps very well. They have clickers you can get for training your pets. This is what it sounds like. Anytime I screw something up, I literally click and restart where I'm at. So let's say I was talking about doggy dog dog and I said dog dog, but I wanted to say doggy dog dog. Okay, so I was looking at the doggy dog. I was looking at the doggy dog dog. You see how easy it is? And now in your audio, you're gonna hear that, so you know to cut out, and you can cut that little segment out and still be going and still be helping keep the same pitch. That is a pro tip. You are not gonna get that tip in a lot of places. So I hope that helps you out. A lot of people might wonder, hey, why are you giving everyone your secret tips? Well, I really care about my people, and if they want to get their own message out there, why not help them? I've collaborated with channels that have been 20,000 subscribers less than me. I don't just choose it off of subscribers. If I like that channel, or I think our voices are going to go perfect together, I'll collaborate with them. A perfect example would be Corpse Husband. I can't remember, I think he was at 700 subscribers when he first contacted me, and I was at about 20,000. He had an awesome voice, and I knew he was going to go far, and he was really down to earth. So I collaborated with him, and look at him now. I mean, he overtook me. He has been killing it with his collaborations. That is a huge thing. Make sure you can get collaborations done. He's done some awesome ones, which have got him a lot of subscribers. I have yet to find the bigger channels because I just went full-time YouTube, so now I have time. I do have a lot of collaborations lined up. That is also going to be a huge thing for growing your channel. Make sure you find channels that are usually within your same subscription range, and they'll usually collaborate with you a lot easier because everyone's trying to grow. Collaborations will be the easiest way to get your name out. Whether they have less subscribers or the same amount, or even more, those could still be people that have never heard of your channel, and if even 3 of them share, maybe someone else will share from there, and it's a snowball effect. Okay, so this video is already a lot longer than I wanted, but it was at least a few helpful hints to get you guys going in the right direction. I hope it helps a lot of you out. Oh, and another big one, make sure you proofread your stories. You don't want it to be the first time you're reading it when you're trying to actually record it. If you go listen to my beginning videos, my number 1, number 2, number 3, I never really proofread them. I'd read them a little bit, but then I would also try to do it all in one recording. Remember, editing is your friend. Try to at least get one paragraph done, and you can even cut the audio right there and just stitch the other paragraphs together. If you do it every sentence, it's gonna sound a little weird. And if you try to do it all at once, if you screw up once, you have to redo the entire thing, or just leave those blemishes in there. So that's really gonna be up to you. But I recommend stopping every paragraph. And once you get more of the hang of it, you can stop every couple paragraphs, take a drink of water, or do it however it feels right to you. I hope some of these quick tips helped you out. And if they did, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your friends. I really appreciate the support, and I really hope this helps you reach the next level on your YouTube channel. Just make sure you're doing it for the love of YouTube, and not for the money, because you won't last long, I can promise you that. Have a great weekend, go make some videos, and have fun interacting with your subscribers. That's the best part for me. Once you upload a video, your subscribers are what really makes it worth it. So don't be afraid to embrace them. Thank you for watching, and have a great weekend, guys. Your maker, out.